Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing very well today. And on the ladder or on Gwent Reddit, everyone has been saying Scoia'tael has been a very weak faction. You know, apart from like the Dwarven deck that Swim plays. But I want to sort of revisit this the control meta. Not exactly like the Scoia'tael, but more we're actually playing units on the board. And it's sort of like, this deck reminds me of like, you know, back in old beta where we used archers. At that time we used archers and Borkh or Villain Trethemirth, and these were used. And we used to have Isengrim, and it reminds me of like the old decks. We have the similar cards. I mean, even the Blue Mountain Commandos are like the same cards, but I mean, obviously all the cards have changed, like the abilities change, but you know, we're using like a very similar card. I mean, even Torvio is like the same, right? We also used Torvio back then. So anyways, this deck is more of like a control archetype, and not a lot of people have been running this deck for some reason, but it's been doing very well for us. We climbed around, I think it was around 400 MMR, and look at our win rate. This is crazy, man. This is just so crazy. We'll be going into gameplay very soon, but just want to explain a little bit on what we do now. Obviously, everyone knows Elven Mercenaries. They have been buffed. So I'm expecting old Scoia'tael decks to have 3 of these. I mean, this is perfect, right? I mean, you can draw 1 bronze card and get choose between 2 of them. Crazy, amazing synergy. And now the next card, the Blue Mountain Commandos. He sort of fell out of favor, and we don't actually use a movement, right? So it's not really nothing to do with the movement. But why we use this, alright? It's because we want to use this to get trigger Elierin. Okay, and also like, it doesn't really matter what we put on the board. It's a control deck, right? So whatever we put on the board, why do we use this? 1, thinning, which means consistency. 2, we want to get Elierin now, okay, which is thinning plus strength as well. Alright, so usually you want to put the combo Blue Mountain Commando, right, and then you put Isengrim into Torvio. That's a bamboozle combo, right? That is insane, right? Because you put this down, or you put it down, and when the opponent passes, they don't even like. If they just calculated the strength of this, that's not enough, because Elierin will pop up after 5 allies. If you have 5 Elven allies, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 plus this one that's gonna pop up when the opponent passes. So it's sort of like a bamboozle style. So they always have to put this, you know, into account. So that's an extra, actually an 8 strength if you put it on the range roll, right? Because it'll come up and then this will flip. Wait, I forget the interaction, but I believe this will flip, triggering this. Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong. So anyways, that is a sick combo, right? Isengrim with this, so this is huge value. Amazing. And obviously we have our gold, Saskia, Shiru, not much to say about that. And actually, Villain Trethemirth, I think of this as not really nerfed, okay? Before it's 4 strength, it was lower strength, but it's a little bit harder to control what you were going to scorch, because you're going to scorch 2 targets, right? You play this last round, the chances are no one keeps a spy on the last round, okay? That is very rare. So you play this last round, every faction only has 1 spy, unless they play a decoy or something, but you will be playing this. You will not be playing this last round as well, so which is going to be fine. So Villain Trethemirth is insanely OP right now. Because why? Why would you not play Igni instead? Because Igni, it needs that 20 strength, right? So you've been doing a lot of damage. So you might not be able to make sure that they have 20 strength on a single row. That's one problem. The other problem is that Igni, since so many things are not agile, so they can be all over the place. But now you got all these archers. They can, you know, try to even out the strength, so you can hit multiple targets with Villain Trethemirth. Amazing. And we also got all these thunders, you know, you can always deal with that, it's no problem. I mean, you can use this, if there's one high strength one, you thunder it, and then Villain Treasure will take care of the rest. So that is amazing. So yeah, and these, I'm not so sure if we need to explain, but you can change. None of these are really set in stone. You don't really want to put 3 first light because it makes the mulligans very difficult. So I think 2 is at a good place. Okay, but if you want to put 2 Moderomes, that is fine. Right now for me 2 Thunder is good. But all these bronze, except for first, I mean these 4, I think can change around depending on the meta. Yevon is a good card, just always put it in. There's no reason not to. Scourge, amazing because we can. There's so many Scourges, right? Ethne Scourge, Scourge, Villain Treadmill Scourge, and Shuru Scourge. So yeah, good luck, stupid consume carryover cheese. Alright, so let's just get right into gameplay. I actually recorded some gameplays. I'm gonna do commentaries. I'll like re-record it. Yeah, re-record. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you like the video, remember to give me a like or subscribe. Okay, thank you for watching. Amen. Yes, so yeah, you still see me super tired. I'm just recording this video again so we get the full commentary, the proper commentary. So you know, I'm not like thinking, you know, thinking as well. So let's see. We're up against Reveal, right? So this is one of these common archetypes. So as you can see here, we're gonna try to make sure we don't get multiple Blue Mountain Commandos. That is one thing, right? So it looks like here we're gonna make sure that we get. You see, like we actually changed the cards up a little bit throughout the play. We didn't want to get a lot of like Blue Mountain Commandos, and we got a lot of cards such as Elieran, which you don't really want to get another one of, which would be very tricky to play. So yeah, so this is always a good play. You see me play Isengrim into a Moran. Okay, so that is gonna stop if he wants to play a Mangonel. It will damage the Mangonel so that we can easily finish it off with our Archer. Right, so even this is good. So even look, his Ox would just die off. So that is perfect value for us. So now we're gonna play this, right? We're thinking of playing this. We want to get Elieran now. That is the whole point of this. Okay, we're trying to get, now we have 4 elves. Once we play one more elf, we'll be able to get Elieran now, which is gonna feel very good. So immediately he seizes, he passes. So it's very good for us. So now we're deciding whether we want to go all-in or we want to open pass. The reason why we don't really want to open pass is because they probably have a lot of spotters, which is very annoying. So I believe we do not open pass here. We want to pressure him until he has very few cards left so that we can finish him off with our Villain Tresenberg, Scourge, and probably will leave Ethne. So that is probably good. And everything else is rather dispensable. But now as I say that, maybe every time, you know, we play it's different. So I think the reason why we pass is we're thinking that, okay, so since he's going to play a lot of he's going to line up all his spotters as well, so it doesn't even matter when I do this. But in all honesty here, right, we probably kick this. Yeah, we do kick that. So the reason why we kick that, because we want to make sure 2 first lights will be able to get 2 archers out. But the thing I realized about this matchup is that, like, there's no point of keeping so many Scourges. Actually, you only need 1 Scourge, maybe 1 or 2, but for us, we have a bunch of Scourges, so it's a little bit redundant, which you might see a little bit later. The bane of this deck is probably like Spies. That is why I don't think we make actually the right play there, because we want to play second round more, so he will use up his spy, which makes our villain Trethemeric have an easier time. Yeah, but so far this deck, I don't really have like a weakness. At least I don't think I have a weakness. Any kind of buffing kind of deck, carryover, mechanic, it's very good for us. That kind of deck is very good. So now we're setting up a very good Lacerate. He sees we have a Lacerate too. So everything is feeling very good at the moment. Everything is feeling good. So as you can see, now these are not animated, but I like this deck so much I'm starting to animate every single card. Well, not every single card. It's a female or dragon. Creatures are good. So the reason why we're hitting this is because we're setting up a good Lacerate over here, which is going to feel very good for us. Very good for us. Our face does not say the same thing, but you know, it's actually very good for us. So we did get Eliaran out too. So now we're really trying to get that Eliaran out. I mean, ideally, I think we can. The thing is that, like, as long as he's destroying my cards, then Eliaran is never gonna pop out. But now, after we play this, if we can't even get a first light off this, which is a problem, right? Definitely a problem. So the reason why we play here is because we're trying to get value for our Torview. Oh, my bad. We actually can get it out. My bad. So now the bad thing about this is it just makes Lacerate money. Like, that's why I don't really want to stack here, because everyone is packing Lacerates these days. Yeah. Now that Weather's gone, Lacerate's almost like a Weather. Well, not really, not like a Weather, but because no Weather, a lot of people are roll stacking so they could buff together. I think which is very understandable, definitely. So he does Fatir the Rear. So the good thing about this deck is that, okay, there's no way he's gonna play around everything, right? It's just not possible, right? What I'm very afraid of, like at this very moment, is a lot of like reveal they actually play. Well, I mean previously I was afraid of. Like, reveal is gonna play Avalok, right? So I'm gonna draw into a lot of useless crap like Scoia'tael or Eliaran. That's a little bit of a concern. So you gotta be a little bit careful. Also, another consideration is a lot of people. I think you can actually play Trapper in this deck. It's okay, but I like Eliaran because in case of an Igni, if you have a Trapper here, right, then it's like 2 6s. That's a little bit too many. Right, so I think this is a pretty good choice. It's not like that bad. Yeah. Ooh. So yeah. I just want to share this before other people start sharing, right? I guess. Just get it out there that Scoia'tael is not dead or anything. No, like, we're getting excited. I mean, when you see Reveal, it's almost like a kind of an auto win, I want to say. And Reveal, like, as cool as Reveal is, I don't think it's actually very fun. That's a problem. That's a problem I have with Reveal. I wonder if you can decoy the spies, though, now that I think about it. Actually, I'm gonna test, okay? Now that I think, I'm actually gonna test the... I forgot the interaction. If you have, Torview proc, I wonder what happens. Like, and Eliaran comes out. Not really sure what happens. Now that I think about it, it's just really weird. Alright, so now we know he has 2 spotters. But there's no way he can do anything now. Now it's just very bad for him. Because you see, we even have a Moderum to deal with that. You can almost see, like, the best way to explain a deck is not by, like, just speaking. It's just through gameplay. It's very, very good. Very good. I mean, look, the Garo Igni value is very low. That is only a 12 strength value. I mean, we can live with that, right? Now the question is, what do we do? Yeah, Scorch is the right play here, I think. Definitely the correct play is Scorch. Because we have so many Scorches left, it doesn't even matter. We can Scorch this out too. The value is right there. So I'm assuming all of these are spotters. There's no reason for him not to play spotters. And of course, Villain Treadmark play when usually you want to play when you have 2 cards left. But sometimes if when there are more cards, you want to play a late Borkh. A late Borkh sometimes can win you the game. Okay, I actually might have the gameplay here. I might not have the gameplay here, but there's some situations you want to get Borkh out late. It's crazy. When you do that well, you feel very good. It makes actually Borkh getting 8 strength makes it easier to pull off the late Borkh. Sometimes late Borkh is good because you want to make sure the last card they play. That's what you want to do. Make sure the card that they play is the last card before Borkh comes out. Because if you have Borkh earlier, say, you know, they have more card advantage. If Borkh earlier, sometimes it can hurt you. It's very hard to explain, but hopefully it's right. So I think that is a D-bomb. Because if that's a D-Shackles, you've done it straight up. But D-Shackles in this meta is not that good. So there's no even point of doing that. Yeah, I feel bad for him too. Now we just play this and like model room or something. I sure don't even have to do that. You probably just go for this Scorch. Okay. Want to be nice. Not so sure what the play is here. So we wanted to get the value off that. So we're just playing a little bit greedy. So we'll probably buff one of our own units. Or that. That's fine too. That's fine. We don't have to Scorch with this. Right. Because we know exactly what is going to happen. So we're just going to play this. And then we just win. GG. So we just go for, we don't want to Scorch. If we Scorch that, then it's going to hit our own card. So we just go for a very simple Thunder. And then we just win. He's probably just going to quit before we can even play the card. Oh, well, yeah. He does an early quit. Alright, so that kind of showcases the power of this deck, which is very amazing. So yeah, try this deck out, guys, and you'll see that this deck is very good against a lot of different decks right now in the meta. So see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the video.